video is brought to you by G2A.com for cheap games, MSP and PSN codes, and powered by Elgato Gaming. Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here and welcome to another video. Today, I'm going to be giving you my Team of the Year predictions. Yes, it is that time of the year for the Team of the Year, of course. It's about a month or so away from being announced, and this is about the time where everyone shoots off their predictions, and I'm about to do the exact same. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Here is my goalkeeper. Starting off the team with the man in between the sticks is going to be Manuel Neuer. Of course, he's probably had just about as good a season as he has before. Of course, he was next level probably a season ago. Although he hasn't necessarily gotten any worse this time around. Still been extremely, hugely successful with Bayern. And to be honest, he's probably the obvious choice. There are obviously some great goalkeepers out there. Some legends like Buffon, Casillas, and even a couple of others. But I think it's a pretty clear-cut winner here. Who's going to get the goalkeeper spot? Now, my defense is going to look like this. At right back, I'm going to play Dani Alves. Only because I don't really think anyone else, I can't think of anybody else at that position. I reckon Dani Alves has probably got it locked, but that is unless they end up doing this thing. I'm not sure if they do it this year, but or if they've ever done it before, but they replace a right back with a centre back spot. I'm not sure. I think they did that with Philipp Lahm. However, he was a right back, but playing predominantly at CDM. I'm not really too sure, but either way, they've done that in the past. Either way, I reckon Dani Alves, if they stick with trying to play a right back or fullback at a fullback position and not play players out of position, then Dani Alves should get that right back spot. My two centre backs are going to be this. Another Barcelona player we're actually going to go with, and this is going to be PK. Again, hugely successful, another big year, did the treble. You're probably going to see a lot of Barcelona players in this team only because of how successful they were last season and how well they've been doing at the start of this season as well. But either way, continuing on, the next centre back is actually going to be another Bayern player. You're not going to believe it. You thought I was probably going to say another Barcelona player, but no. It will be, of course, Jerome Boateng. Another one of the elite centre backs in the world, been hugely successful. A lot of other people think he's going to get into this team probably quite easily, and that's going to be it for the centre backs. Who else have I maybe missed out on or not put in the team? You've got guys like Diego Godin as well, and maybe a number of others as well. Definitely a lot of competition here, but they're my two. And now for the left back, and I'm still only on two teams here, still Bayern, still Barcelona. I swear I'm not letting up right now. It is going to be David Alaba. I feel like he's, again, just the best left back in the world. Again, still a number of very good left backs, don't get me wrong, but just a guy that's been so good, so consistent with his play and with his game, and has been so successful in terms of winning and trophies and stuff like that. David Alaba again. It's just that whole back five, that goalkeeper and that back four, they just look set. I really do think they are the favourites. I really think they'll go on. Although there are still definitely a lot of other good defenders out there that may sneak their way in. Now for the section of the pitch that I took probably the longest, probably more than about 2/3 of my time going over this team and thinking, all right, who's going to get in, who's not going to get in? It's the midfielders. I've only got 3 spots here, 3 midfielders, and it was so ridiculously hard. Like there are so many CMs and centre attacking mids and just central midfielders and midfielders in general that are so damn good that should probably be in this team, but you can only fit in 3. The first one I feel like is probably a lock for it, and that's again sticking with the 2 teams behind Barcelona. The Barcelona player Iniesta. I feel like he is very, very popular when it comes to the team of the year. He's been in God knows how many. He probably deserves to as well. Maybe not so much, or as much, should I say, as in previous seasons, but still playing very nice football, still being very, very good. And just because of how popular a pick he is, I would have Iniesta in here. So there we go. Iniesta, the first one. Probably the one that I came to the first conclusion, or the first player that I decided in my midfield was going to get there. The second one is going to be Paul Pogba. Maybe not having that great a first half of the season this time around. Definitely hasn't scored as many goals or as many assists and hasn't had as good a season as last season. But last season, holy shit, they were amazing. They made it to the Champions League final, won again, won their 4th bloody Serie A or something like that. I don't know how they went in cup competitions, but again, just were absolutely superb. And Pogba had a it almost seems like he has a breakout year every year, but he just takes it to another level every single time. This season is probably the only time he hasn't really done that. But Pogba, amazing last season. Been absolutely superb. He's been okay, not terrible this half, but I think he probably just did enough to get this spot. Now for the third and final spot, and this is going to cause controversy, probably more than any other player on this team, and it's going to go to James Rodriguez. I know what you're thinking. James Rodriguez is going to find his way into this team. I'm probably going to get this wrong. I probably think I will get this wrong, but I'm still going to put him in this team because I feel like there's a real possibility because James Rodriguez has still been great. Of course, very, very good for Real Madrid. He's been superb and he's a very exciting young talent player. But I just think that he might sneak his way in because, of course, he won La Liga Best Midfielder, although a lot of people maybe not agree with that, a lot of pundits outside of the sport. But, you know, maybe some people would think Iniesta or Rakitic or something like that. Rakitic was the other player that I nearly put in place of James Rodriguez, but I feel like I just have so many Barcelona players in here already. So I'm going to throw James Rodriguez in there. And it's not just Rakitic as well. There's, of course, other players like Kevin De Bruyne, who's been absolutely fantastic for Manchester City since arriving, but again, hasn't really won anything in this season. And then there's, of course, Arturo Vidal. I think he would be in the question. He's been in the conversation as well with his success at Juventus and now going to Bayern and doing the exact same thing, been playing fantastically. So it was really difficult, but I'm still going to stick with Rodriguez here. This is like my gut call, all right? This is not my real logical, yeah, he should get in, absolutely. This is my gut feeling that says he will actually find his way in. And now for the front three, and we're going to get through these very easily because they're basically confirmed, all right? There are some people that think Suarez is going to get in, but it's just not going to happen, okay? We already know who the front three are going to be. At left wing, it's going to be Neymar. At right wing, it's going to be Messi. And at striker, it's going to be Ronaldo. They are the shortlisted three to get the Ballon d'Or. I don't think there's ever been a time where three players that were shortlisted to win the Ballon d'Or weren't in the team of the year. I doubt that very much. So there you go. That's how it's going to go down. That is my team of the year. So a quick recap once more. It's going to be Neuer in goal, David Alaba the left back. You've got Boateng and Piqué the centre backs, Dani Alves at right back. You have got your midfielders of James Rodriguez, Paul Pogba and Iniesta, and the front three, Neymar, Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. And while I'm doing a team of the year prediction, I may as well throw in my Ballon d'Or prediction as well, and I feel like this is also quite easy. Lionel Messi to take home the Ballon d'Or. Only because it is the logical choice here. He's made the most amount of goals and assists combined throughout the year, although I know that's not the only stat that we should look at. There's also the fact that he won a treble as well. La Liga, of course, Copa del Rey, where he scored an unbelievable goal. I'm also predicting him to, you know, take out the whole, the Eiffel Band, the Puskás Award. I probably butchered that as well, but either way, moving on. And then, of course, the granddaddy of the Champions League as well. So he's just done almost everything that you could possibly do in a calendar year, except score 100 goals, and he nearly fucking did that once. So there you go. Lionel Messi. I feel like he's just the best player on the planet, and I also feel like he's going to go on to win his 5th Ballon d'Or, but this is going to be the final time he ever wins a Ballon d'Or. I just don't know if he can go on again to win a 6th. I honestly don't know. I feel like he's really reached his peak. These are the sort of years where you reach your peak. I'm a little bit worried that he might start dropping off in the future, although I would hate to see that happen being a Messi fan, but sadly, I feel like this might be his final Ballon d'Or. But that is it. They're my predictions. Be sure to hate me as much as possible for my stupid lack of footballing knowledge. I'm just a dumb Australian. What would I know anyway? But yeah, please let me know. Let me know of your predictions, of course. Leave them in the comments down below. Tell me if you somehow miraculously agree and if I'm actually right about my predictions, although we all know that that's not true and I'm just an idiot. But yeah, let me know your team of the year predictions and let me know, of course, who's going to win the Ballon d'Or. And that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. My name's MasterBucks, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and have a good one. Bye-bye.